Okay, my name's Angela, and tonight we are streaming What Remains of Edith Finch for Damage Control blog. Okay, looks like we've got camera. So it looks like we press the triggers, or the shoulder buttons to turn the page. This is interesting.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Thank God for voice acting. Okay. So it looks like we can turn around. This is first person. Okay, so left shoulder button zooms in. So does the left trigger button. Right shoulder button and right trigger buttons don't seem to do anything. So we're just gonna have ourselves a slow
I lived
walk.
here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. That's
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
so it looks like the right shoulder button slash trigger buttons are the interact buttons.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Edith Finches. Looks like there's a path that heads up and one that heads down. Maybe I'll take the broader path.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Pause that for a second. Everything's working okay. Alright, everything is working. So we're going to continue down this path. Alright. It's a pretty out there place.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Kind of weird how it's stacked up like that. I don't know if this is a good game to play for Halloween, but I think it should be interesting.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Probably that construction hazard on the side over there.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Uh, okay, we've got an entryway. Oh, that's right, we can zoom in.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
That's creepy.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Baby.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh, wow. Felt like I should have explored the rest of the house, but I guess I can always go through the front door. Little recycling bins, assorted cleaners.
For the first time in years,
Okay, so I guess the last time his calendar was changed was in January 2010.
I felt like I was home.
Home has been interesting.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Imagine at this point they probably had almost everything on the menu.
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay, let's try this path over here first.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Kinda
It
curious.
was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Kinda interesting. Why would they have to leave so suddenly and just leave everything in disarray? Let's see.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
So where is Great Grandma Edie? Is she in the nursing home? Did she die?
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
That really explains the strange architecture. I wonder if they're like copy pasted books. It's like several of these repeated at the same time. Okay, so we came in through the kitchen. There's another clue over here, I think.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, that's disappointing. Okay. There we go. Rotate. Rotate the analog stick.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Okay. Barbara Finch. Nice bug collection she's got here. What happens if you do it again? We get any new dialogue? Not really. Did I miss anything over here? Ah, no, that was the way I could have gone. Okay, so the last time someone was here to change the calendar was in November, though we had a calendar in the garage that said January. Look at all that mail. What's this? What's this over here?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
That's depressing. Poor guy never got any mail either. Huh. Guess we could have just come in through the front door, huh?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Huh. I'm not particularly impressed. Oh, hey, Dio. There's a wild Dio here. No, you didn't really miss much. Just me monologuing to myself. I let myself into the house. I've just been wandering around. Not much has really happened. We know that Grandma got put in a nursing home. The brother Milton is missing, and for some reason his family had to leave the house in a hurry almost a decade ago. So no, not much. Glad you could come to the stream. I was getting a little worried that it was going to be quite lonely.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That explains all this, foam. Okay, you're a little occupied, you're free now? Okay, no worries. So, how's your day going?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Yeah, she was a actress of some sort. Oh, it's going okay? I'm doing okay. Not much of a day. I got up early to put together all these Ziploc bags full of candy that kids could just grab, but not a single kid showed up, which is not surprising with it being a pandemic and all. But I didn't want to not have candy in case trick-or-treaters came.
Edie's father Odin
So
built the original house.
I don't know what I'm going to do with all this candy. Alright. Okay, so Barbara died in 1960, or is that when her career ended? Because it's like an awful short
Barbara was a
life.
child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Huh. Well, I guess she had a pretty short life, huh? She didn't even live... What, my math is wrong? She didn't live 20 years? Nah, that can't be right. Maybe it is? But yeah, I think I only saw a few kids. Got a bunch of candy here to eat, yeah. At least you had kids. Since I'm on vacation from work, I can't even take it to work. But I figure I'll give it to, Ty, and he can take it to his job after we, take a bit more of the candy that we actually want. Okay, let's see. So, Sven, Edie. Hey, I guess these are when they died. Wow, Edie lived a very long life. Oh, why did Barbara die so young?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh, wow. So, guessing she was named after her grandmother then? And whose room is this? Gregory. Who the heck's Gregory?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Okay, this is clearly someone's bathroom. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, you know, like, to seal off your room and then have a bunch of peepholes drilled in. And you're going to have to answer why Barbara died so young. I need to know this. Like, if I read that sign wrong, she didn't even make it to 20? Alright, and this one must be a child's room. Did I say? Okay, Calvin. Oh, and this one.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh, that's depressing. And it looks like Calvin also had a very short life. Seems like members of these this family, they seem to live very short lives. Except for Grandma. She lived a very long life. Which must be all the more depressing to imagine having so many kids and grandkids, maybe, perhaps, and outliving a lot of them. And yeah, that's definitely morbid. Okay, that's Barbara's room, and I think we were going to head up these stairs. I'm going to follow this orange power cord.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Huh. Now what? Okay. I don't think I want to spend my time with a bunch of rooms that are locked and everything's really depressing. Is there anything else over here that I missed? Okay, here's another room. This is Molly's room. Oh boy. She only lived, it looks like, until 10.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Huh. I guess I can kind of understand why you sealed off the rooms a little bit. Given that people here seem to have had such tragically short lives. Okay, that's more of the bug collection. Okay, here's a room with a door that's open.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Ah, here's
Lewis
something.
told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Ah. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Oh, come on,
Turns
still
out,
open the book.
my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Yeah, I wonder what makes family have... Why everybody in his family had very, very short lives.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Okay, what's over here? Now we're getting to the good stuff.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
It's not a book. Maybe it was once a book, but not anymore. I think 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was an enjoyable book. I haven't read it in a long time, though.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Huh.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that. You never read that book, believe it or not? It's understandable. You hadn't read it. I mean, I know some of these books, unless they were on the school list, sometimes never get around to them. I don't think that book was ever on the school list because I think I still have my copy of it. I think I was just curious about it and just read it on my own. Okay. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay, so I guess we're seeing things through the eyes of Molly now.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Okay, so what's going on that you had to eat your gerbil's food?
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Yes, she did just eat that. Did they not feed this kid? This is depressing.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
You know, you gotta be in a really bad place to think about eating your pet goldfish. Yeah, somebody please feed this child.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, don't eat that. Oh, no, no! This is her diet. No wonder she didn't live long.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I don't think you're supposed to eat those.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
I don't like where this is going.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her,
Okay, don't do it.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay, this is not what I thought it'd go. I wasn't expecting this. Maybe we try and creep up on it? Are we supposed to catch this?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Beginning to see why many of these people live short lives. Indeed. Never seen this game before, so this is all new to me. Yeah, that's definitely two of us. Yeah, I have no idea what to expect. So, this is something, alright? Yes.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Yeah, this is definitely something. I'm starting to wonder, does family, is it like some kind of family curse?
The babies were all gone.
Now how will I have dinner? I feel like this won't end well. Like, this isn't going to end well.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Oh, hey, look, there's food over there. Maybe.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Okay. I feel like I missed the jump somehow. Yeah, suddenly it's Catterday. It's still Catterday. Okay, that was a pretty good jump. Aha. And I somehow screwed that up.
Now I was up in the big tree.
Yeah, you ain't getting there,
I promised
kid.
Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Yeah, like this is probably a bad idea. But she's very, very hungry, you see.
I gobbled her up.
That was the last thing she
Suddenly,
ever ate.
I was an owl.
A vile henchman.
First,
You
all
must
I
be
heard
on the
was
right
the
track.
Then I heard little teeth nibbling.
Oh, thank
in
you,
the
Goblin.
grass.
Okay, so now we're suddenly an owl. This is... I was not expecting this.
Rabbits.
Am I supposed to be catching them? This feels as strange as Lost Ember. Oh, I thank you again, Goblin. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 2-month sub and the biddies. This is more action than I was expecting from this game. Poor girl's so hungry she's literally turned into animals? Just swoop down on the rabbit. I'm trying to figure out what happened to the family. Ah, yeah, take that.
I imagined his face.
It's like she's a
looking up
shapeshifter or
and seeing
something.
mine through my talons.
More vor, more
I
vor.
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Aha. This is surprisingly difficult. Aha. Come on, get in there, get in there. Gotcha. Ah, yeah.
She was
Duck
almost
season,
too
rabbit
big to
season.
carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay, it's just getting weird. So clearly, this girl is either a shapeshifter or this is her dying imagination. She has to eat a duck now? I was not expecting any of this. Is this how sharks swim?
I rolled
Whoa.
off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Yeah, I was not expecting this. Got something like this in the GTA 5 mods. Oh, I'm not sure what's happening anymore. Ah, maybe something to eat down there?
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, these things are surprisingly hard to catch. Okay, I think we're lined up good. Apparently not. I have lost sight of the target. Not a duck. Do sharks and ducks even exist in the same ecosystem? How am I not catching this thing? Controls are really weird. I feel like I should be more graceful as a shark. It shouldn't be this hard to catch a seal. Maybe you have to sneak up on them? Oh, maybe. Okay. Ah, there we go.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Okay, well, the rest of her has to be somewhere around here. Controls are super weird. Like, it should not be this hard to locate a seal with one flipper. All those seals rightfully ran for their lives. I mean, I kind of want to know what's going on so I can get back to the rest of what happened to the rest of the family. Like, I'm really curious about what's going on with Barbara and Milton and the rest of the strange house. Sure we didn't miss any sharks. Been around. Alright, sharks. I am the shark. Seals. There we go. Gonna get away.
Grabbed on tight.
I think we got her.
I jumped out of the water.
Oh,
When
okay.
I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Okay, so now we're... Wonder what animal she'll turn into? Well, I think we're a snake of some sort now.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
I'm sorry to think this was not a snake, but yes, thank you. This is one... this is one really hungry kid. I mean, it kind of looks like a snake, but I don't think it's a snake. I think this is a tentacle of some sort. Can we climb? Yeah. Oh yeah, looks like our first victim. Oh, well thank you, Magna. With the 666 biddies, which puts you in the lead. I think we just ate that guy.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Hello. Delicious. Alright, dude is somewhere around here. So that's why you degenerates were talking about gore. Just a little bit. Okay, I think we are close. Come on, get that tentacle in there. I know there's a human in here, so oh yeah, there we go. Come to mama.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
Wait, is this a
Across
Christmas
the water,
game?
I smelled something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
I thought this was going to be a Halloween game. I don't know
slithered
what's happening
onto the
anymore.
sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ah, yeah, tentacle in the toilet.
I got closer and closer.
It was me the whole time.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think
Okay.
it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Excuse me. Okay. Thanksgiving getting dissed again? Yeah. That was quite an adventure.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
And that's how she died. Hungrily, I guess?
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Come on, open the door. Open the window.
I
Alright.
spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Okay, who the heck is Louis?
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
What are you? It's like a kaleidoscope. Not a kaleidoscope. Remember those old picture things?
Odin
There we
Finch
go.
buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Sucks for him.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Huh. That was something. Odin. This really was a guy named Odin. Yep.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah. Nothing like being swallowed up by the sea in your own home. Check it. Built 1937.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
On
She
him?
could have, but she didn't.
Is that how he died? Oh. That sucks.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Gross. Man,
It
like,
was a pretty big trace.
they left the floor. What's a secret in this bathroom? Another quote-unquote book? There's a lot of bad luck in this family.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Hey. Edith Finch. Hey, look, there's a roll of film there.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
The couple turns land into a native haven. Okay. And where are we now? This is oh, the two boys' room. Sam and Calvin. Oh, that's depressing.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
I guess we'll start here.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Book did not lie.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, this camera's killing me.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Huh. Wait, can we get off the swing? Swing is making me motion sick. He wants it to go over the fence? Ah, there's a possibility. Alright. Thank you, Dio. Let's see if that works. It's not going to be getting much momentum, though. Just guessing. Your guess is as good as mine. Can we look around at least? Okay, maybe that's like... Okay, let's try both analog sticks.
At
Yeah.
Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh. Yeah.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Oh yeah, we're flying alright.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
He'd still be here.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Okay. Going for it.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Alright. Let this big fly. Oh, he's flying alright. Oh, and... a little too much flying.
That's the day he made up his mind to fly. And he
Yeah.
did.
You should have listened to me. Oh. And that's how Calvin
Calvin's
met his
story
untimely
felt
end.
strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
What a nice dying wish. Get a bird's eye view of the sea. And we made a lot of not great decisions.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah, these were some questionable decisions. Okay, it looks like there's something over here. Okay, alright. Well now.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
We can go back there real quick. I think I want to make sure I got all of Sam's part of the room. Yeah, nothing else of interest over here. Lots of cool secrets in the house, though. Yeah.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I imagine he'd probably not want to be back. Okay, where are we now?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Hey.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah. Ooh. I think it's probably, rotten. Been a very short life. It's like everyone else.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Okay, well now we got it. Cake could probably make her sick instantly, yeah.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Don't you wish you had to read all this? Nah, I'm good.
The scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest
this went in
fan
well.
and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Oh, wow.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter.
Oh, boy.
Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Okay, as soon as this is done playing out, I will
You're
hydrate
right.
and stretch.
Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Oh.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
I'll go down there.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
And... oh. Oh, that's us.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Not the music from... the hell is
She
that?
found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
What was that TV show called? Like Murder Mystery or something like that? Alright, now it seems like a good time to stretch. Hydrate. I'm going to hydrate. A little bit of hydrating. Stretch. All stretched out. Let's put my blanket back on. It is suddenly cold. Spent days where it was in the like 60s and 70s. Now it's suddenly in the 30s. Yeah, take that. Oh, this music, it's killing me. What is that? What was that old... what was that show about? Was it America's Missing? Or... Oh, it's going to drive me
Here is the
crazy.
infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Good Halloween music? Indeed. I feel like she's going to die in a very dumb way. It's literally the Halloween music, isn't it? Yeah?
Oh, Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm
I have a long
furious.
playlist.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Why is she still holding the crutch like a baseball bat? Michael Myers.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Okay. Now this is like suddenly a thriller game?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Okay, so what the heck are we supposed to do? I am fascinated.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. might not be over yet.
Okay. Better not be her boyfriend.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Got real lucky, yeah.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara.
Maybe we shouldn't answer.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What the?
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her.
Oh.
For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all.
Stardom tasted her.
But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh, jeez.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Yeah, it's certainly like Tales from the Crypt, huh?
Fatality.
Oh.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Oh, she got remembered, alright. Oh, now, let's see, who do we have left here? Lewis, Milton, Dawn, Sven, Edie, Sam, Gus, Gregory, Walter. The whole way to go? Yeah.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah. Hey. I think we already tried, but it was locked. Speaking of, maybe we should check it out anyway. Let's see. Still don't remember where it's at.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Now we just gotta remember where the music box is. Okay, that's how we came in. Ah, here we go. Come on. Skip something? Oh, what did I skip? Okay, we can come back to this. Oh, I got it? Okay, never mind. I finally find out what's in the basement. Well, basement, remember from Barbara's memories. Okay, here's Sven's workshop.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Okay, too dark to really see anything over there.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Of
Turned out
course.
she was hiding a lot more than that.
Alright, this is some
I
crazy
remember asking Mom once about where
amount of
Walter had
detail.
gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, you had a pretty long life. I mean, not great
Goodbye,
long.
everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Wow.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Really?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Took the lockdown too seriously, yeah.
Having a schedule, living for today.
Oh,
I always expected to be
gross.
dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
I'm doing this again, huh?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Oh, he's doing it again. Ah, gross.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing
Oh man,
was,
50 is not that
it was
old.
gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Ah.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Okay. Just walk around the store? Are we seriously stuck on a single stool? Okay, maybe over here. From 1968 to 2005. Yeah. That's a serious lockdown indeed.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Yeah, the curse.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Oh, I'm guessing it did.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Spoiler, he wasn't ready.
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Yeah. Oh, and that's that. He didn't make it very far because he got hit by a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Poor guy indeed.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oh. Come on. There we go. Now you can do it.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Oh, same jelly, same
But
cans.
if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Yeah, you probably would have been delighted to meet
I
his
can only
niece.
imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
You have a flashlight or a
Maybe we
match.
believed
You would
so
think
much
so.
in a family curse.
Or even like a flashlight
made it
from her
real.
smartphone or something. He did. He lived as he died, admiring trains. So I'm guessing whatever little section of this was just fell into the sea anyway. Okay. Oh, wow. Randomly chairs in the trees. That's odd.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh, you shouldn't say that.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
What's going on over here?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right
I'm put them
now.
up right there very nicely. Yes.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
You got a lot of property over here.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, that's pretty dark.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
So we have here
3
Zoe,
of the gerbils are mine.
Coco,
2 have
Charlie,
been my fault.
Daisy, Lucy, Derpy Jr., Derpy, Burpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Lurpy, Zerpy.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed
That's a
the
lot of
cemetery.
graves. So maybe if you're the one who designs the cemetery, you live the longest. Sheesh. At least she made it to her 10th birthday. Loved cats, obviously. Calvin. Then astronaut and books. 1915 to 1964, 1970 to 2010. So I guess I'm thinking my question was the event that happened that made them leave quickly at the beginning of the game. I'm guessing it was the death of Edith Finch. Walter Finch. I mean, compared to all the other people, he had a pretty long life. Barbara Finch.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
It's a hell of a monument.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That's it. I get another video. I was done with that. Okay, deal. See you when you get back.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Hey, we got...
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers.
Gregory? Oh.
She was just trying to do better.
Gregory only lived for a year, wow. Oh man, okay, died relatively young at 30. Gus. Wow. Y'all died. Yeah, definitely a curse. Hydrate and hydrate. So that's 2 hydrates. I have been hydrated. It's too much hydration. That's 3 sips. Let's see what we have here. Milton. Born May 1992. No date of death given.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Okay, so Sanjay, born 1966 and died 2002. Oof. Lewis, born 1988, died 2010. Okay, so maybe the death wasn't Edith, maybe it was Lewis?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Okay, we're going to the messed up architecture.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah. Probably not a good idea to be in this place. Expecting.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
But good old bearskin rug.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Okay, so we can't spin the camera around anymore.
What?
There we go.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Edith Finch.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Oh, this
I'm
is
just
cool.
saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Oh, this is interesting.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
I am very hydrated.
Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Let's see.
There we go.
Maybe.
Oh, we're stuck in this camera hill.
What was it? Could have been.
There we go, there's something of interest.
Dad!
Hey, I found a
Nice,
deer.
Dawn.
Gotcha.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
There we go, just gotta focus.
Dad,
Yeah.
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to... Great shot, Dawn!
Oh man, that's great. Take that, deer. Oh.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh, we're gonna do this. Hey, dude, get up there, get up there. Yeah.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh, shit. And that's how he died. Thought somebody got shot at someone first. Rest in peace, Sam.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That's really depressing. Deer. Can't trust deer. Never trust deer.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Huh. He survived war, but not in a...
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Yeah, dude, he did. Deer always let you down. Okay, that's the sealed part of the house. Okay, what do we have over here? I wonder if there's any more secret passageways connecting all of this. That way's sealed. Aha! Mom didn't get everything.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I think this is Gregory, who died at a tragically young age. Not even did he make it to his first birthday. Wait, I was reading that. Okay. Divorce.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
I don't like where this is going.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his robe was like.
Apparently very colorful.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
Guess we just need to watch this play out. Yeah? Wild imagination indeed. Am I controlling this? I guess we're just letting this happen.
It sure made him happy.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm controlling the frog. This is interesting. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here.
I know how silly it sounds.
Okay.
But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Are you Oh boy.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Definitely a bad idea,
But I
especially
didn't.
on those storms coming.
Until we found you.
And that's how Gus died.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Gus died in a strong gust of wind. Make sure we didn't miss anything else. We get to climb again. Now, where were we? Okay, so something about wedding. Yeah, there we go.
Lewis was born a year later.
Solar panels, nifty.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Homeschooling, maybe?
But it didn't last.
Myth, the curse.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Huh. It just is like Kennedy levels of bad luck, Kennedy family.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
That one. There we go. Okay, now we're going to... This is getting weird. Like living a long life is the exception here. Yeah, it seems like Grandma is the only one who had an exceptionally long life. And...
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Okay, so it looks like the last few are Sanjay, Lewis, Dawn, and Edie herself. Okay, how the heck do we get out of here now?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
I guess we gotta walk back around.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Alright, let's find out what's in Lewis's room.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
I wonder why. There's his own hookah here. That's supposed to be a PlayStation? Or is that supposed to be a Wonderland Turbo?
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them.
Did you like getting high? Oh, at least he got through high school. On poetry recital. Oh yeah, he definitely spent a lot of time getting high. Like fusion of an SNES and a PlayStation controller.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
I can't believe I have to do this.
Then something
Really?
moved. Bats. And toads. things that have not names.
Like
He knew
almost
it
a
was all
twin
in
stick
his head.
shooter.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Oops.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Yeah, it seems like a really bad idea.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
I was just waiting for this to end badly.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
As reality gets
He told me
smaller and
he'd made
smaller
a
and
new
his
friend.
imagination gets larger and larger.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
That looks like an isometric dungeon RPG. Indeed. I mean, that part'd be interesting, but I'm stuck here trying to chop these fish in the stupid cannery when I could be exploring this more interesting world going on over there.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
So
He no longer
fish-related.
spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
What struck
All
him? The
the
blade?
cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Yeah, it's getting pretty distracting.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh boy.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Are you controlling both at the same time? I am, actually. Yes, I have been controlling both at the same time. This is kind of a pain in the ass to do. It kind of gets a little easier if when you get to the wait till a little break between the fish, then you can control the game properly. But I don't want to fall behind on the fish production either.
Handsome queen. The Queen was on her own quest for...
sinister serpents. Come on. Yeah.
Sinister serpents.
Oh. Come on. It's kind of like playing a twin-stick shooter a little bit.
He followed the sound of her...
silver harp.
Silver harp.
Oh, that's the note.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
This cannot end well.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This is getting harder to do.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I can't believe I still have to do this. I kind of wish I could just enjoy the imagination play out.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
How long has Ashley been standing there? Probably for his entire shift.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Can I get a break from chopping these fish? Okay, I think we're back in the real world. Needed a break from all that fish chopping. For some more drugs. The hell's this? It's like a Game Boy 3DS. We know whose locker that is.
Began to forget the world we know.
Oh boy, this isn't going to end well. You know, if you're smart, you would just like turn around. And that's when he stood forever. Looks like we're stuck. It's like there's no escape from this horrible reality about to happen. Personally, you know, go home, live in your little lighthouse, play a few video games. Don't go to where the light is.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Hey man, it pays the bills.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Finch. I guess that's himself? Yeah. You're looking at yourself. Not a good experience.
I still thought I could save him.
Don't go up there. There's nothing but a
Even
grinder
after
waiting.
He said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
I hope
the palace would be packed with his companions.
I hope the end was at least painless and quick.
wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
And she was crowned king. I don't do this. This is a bad idea.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Was the crown a buzzsaw?
There was only one thing left to do.
Turn around and go home. Yeah, they don't have faces. Oh no, it's a guillotine. Oh god, it's a guillotine. Don't do it.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Fatality.
Thank you, Dio.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
That is in there, 22. Alright, how many of these people we have left now? Okay, we Dawn and Sanjay and Edie.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
That's so wonky. Architecture.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Disaster relief. Sanjay Kumar, evac specialist. So I'm guessing he died. As he lived as an emergency worker, maybe?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Left her tablet and everything.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
I guess yay, hallway presents?
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
This is what we saw in the beginning. That we could only see through
The thing
people.
you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Blunderbox. Store your shit. Perfect for stacking.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Hey, puppers.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
That explains.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
That explains her uncle eating peaches and the ground shaking.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Uh-huh. Low tide. I'll do some snooping.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to
Again, it's
try.
getting me creepy.
Edith,
Yes.
what are you doing in here?
Hey, I was reading
It's
that.
mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Oh,
I kicked
ripped
and
it.
screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh, great grandma!
The next
Wow.
morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Am I supposed to
A few
do
years
something?
went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it,
I guess we just
but
wave it like
she
this.
started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh boy.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
That's depressing.
The last Finch left alive.
Yeah,
until
definitely
I found out
cursed.
about you.
Definitely a cursed family.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Oh yeah, in case you missed a deal when you walked out,
If we
she's
lived forever,
she's pregnant.
maybe we'd have time to understand things.
So she's not
But
alone.
as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Supposed to be the womb?
This journal was supposed to be for you.
Is the next Finch being born right
But now
before our
I hope you'll
eyes?
never see it. I just want to meet you.
Oh, she just kind of mentioned it in passing.
And tell you all these stories myself.
Yes, I think the next Finch
I guess
is
if you're
being
reading
born.
this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
What the
I
hell?
want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What the hell, man? Maybe you should know what you visit this house. This house and everything is clearly cursed. Okay. We found out how all the Finches died. Except for our one surviving Finch, who hopefully has a long, prosperous life. They'll discover remains of Edith Finch. I guess her son? Thank you. Well, that was what remains of Edith Finch. I guess we'll let the credits roll and see if there's anything. But with that trophy, I think we definitely made it to the end. It was a nice and short game. I'm glad I got to play it. It was sitting on my PS4's hard drive for years. Like I said, a fitting, quick little game to stream. I think it was it turned out to be a surprisingly fitting game for Halloween as well. Thanks, Johan. I mean, it was a nice, sweet, short, to the point, a nice, tight little narrative. A little depressing, though. I guess I was expecting something like a murder mystery, but I think with the exception of Barbara, there really wasn't much. Don't know whatever really happened to Milton. I guess he just disappeared. It's definitely interesting. Like, I think it was a nice little sidetrack from Hades. Something cool to get out of the way, play it, have an experience. One night special, nice and done. I am glad I gave myself until 11 o'clock to play this, because I don't think 2 hours on the dot would have been enough time, as you can see. Thankfully, unlike my attempt with Doki Doki Literature Club, I was actually able to finish this in one playthrough. So we're just going to let the credits continue to roll. I mean, this was pretty cool. Yeah, because tomorrow we'll be knee-deep in more roguelike action. Replay story is now an option. Okay. So that was that. So thank you for everyone who tuned in. I'm not sure if you guys want to try, since it's still a bit early, if you want to try rating anyone, or do you want to do that another time, since there's only about 2 of us here. We've got a goblin, we've got a few other people here. But I'm actually don't know who's on to raid. Let's see if there's anybody on that I follow, that we both follow. You think a raid would be good for a bigger group? Okay, maybe next time. We'll see. Maybe Sundays usually bring a slightly bigger crowd, so maybe if we have more than 3 of us here, 2 of us, to be honest, we can get around to raiding. So, okay, then I'll call it a night then, and we'll try a raid when we have a nice big group of at least 3 or more active chatters. Okay, so anyway, it was my pleasure to stream. I almost said scream. Poor Barbara. Anyway, my name is Angela, and I've been streaming for Damage Control Blog. And that was a look at What Remains of Edith Finch. And we took a nice little break from Hades. But tomorrow, at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, I will resume playing Hades. And we're also a blog. I stream. We don't stream alone. I've been basically filling in for Drew. Hopefully he's feeling better, so hopefully he'll be back soon. If not, we'll have some contingency plans for December. But until then, you can follow us at dcgameblog.com, where you can read new articles. We write about video games, anime, pop culture, all that good stuff. New articles daily. And we also have a social media accounts. You can find us on Twitter or on Facebook. We also have a Mastodon account. And we also put these Let's Plays up on, or these streams up on YouTube. Sometimes we put out original content, but we've been a bit too busy lately. Hopefully now I'm on vacation, maybe I can get a surprise up, but don't hold your breath. And we also have a Discord where if you want to chat with us throughout the week or anytime your heart desires, you can join our little server and come chat with us. So we promise we won't bite, at least not very hard. So with that, thank you guys again for tuning in tonight and playing What Remains of Edith Finch with me. Again, I will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time to play Hades. You guys have a good night, and thanks again, Dio, for sharing all these links in the chat in the room with me. So with that, I am going to call it a night. Good night, everyone. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you guys back tomorrow.